Greetings to you, traveler. I had hoped I would meet one of your kind in these woods. You seek to rob the Lord of the Hunt, Amalur. I wish to see the boots taken from my master as well, but I do not have them. I can only reveal their location to you. I am the herald of the Lord of the Hunt, Amalur. I once sang of his accolades and applauded his triumphs, but no more. He was the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer, of greater. These were the darkest woods, the oldest and purest, with the humans to the west and the Alfar to the east. It is the last of the old places we Fae have left. To find them, you must find Amalur, the Lord of the Hunt, the one whom I herald. But this is not merely a matter of an owner and his possession. The Lord of the Hunt has secluded himself in Arduith because the boots carry a terrible curse. Amalur is the Hunt incarnate, and the boots enhance his natural abilities. They make him undetectable. He stalks unseen and unheard until he strikes. But the boots urge him to hunt, to take blood and life. His mind is like the feral beasts. He views all creation as his prey. And so he locked himself in Arduith to protect all from his madness. Entering Arduith, and he will hunt you as well. Amalur was once one of the Summer Court. He embodied nature. For a time, they seemed like a blessing, a natural extension of his own prowess. And then, he fell. And as his herald, I too fell, now forced to remember his greatness. No, though I yearn to see my master restored, the curse is too pervasive, and he would... But in that death, there is a blessing, for he might rise again sometime, and restore the Hunt, and free him. I would warn you that to go to Arduith is to go to your death. But if you must obtain those boots, then you must go. Beware. He has stalked the forests and the plains and deserts of our realm, but the long winter came. Magic has been erratic amongst Fae kind. Amalur began. My master saw what he was becoming because of the boots. And with one lucid thought, he sealed himself in Arduith. They are with Amalur in Arduith, on the edge of the sheet. The Hollow serves as a prison for Amalur, but it is also his killing field. Even if you guard yourself, it may become your tomb. Go, now!
Another mortal, but not like the others. Nyralim says few words, and even fewer words. Nyralim would not mention you unless there was some pressing matter of fate. You should speak with chosen by the summer court. I serve as... Occasionally I'm privileged enough to hear the wisdom of the great tree. Nyralim is wiser than King Tatarian, and older than me. We care for the tree. It is an honor to be one of the... Go with... wisdom.
Nyralym, may your wisdom grow within us all.
The great tree speaks to few. She sought to bring the light of truth, to save a village plagued, to find a cure for them, her quest, the Maid of Windermere, her test. She faced the evil maid enraged. She trembled with her wrath. Undo your evil magic now, or I will end this tale, I vow.
Come closer, little curiosity. The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead. Rest, Quickling, and I may study you. Look around you, and I am all that you can see. My roots spread across Dalentarth. My leaves read the winds from Frostbrine Coast to Alabastra. My family and I circle this world. We were saplings when your kind emerged from the dark, and we will grow with you until this world burns once again. My roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight and protect them from the corruption that spreads in their kin to the east. The gardens of fate are clear to me, and all that Issa's end has always been certain. Buried beneath Prismere blades, I can only... Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener? Or a careless reaper? Like all quicklings, you are eager to act. I would rather see the method. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalentarth's. You can change this fate, but to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat, like your ally, Aelin Shear. She walks a dark and tangled path. But your path is your own now. Defeat Nash, remove the taint of prison, then I shall see who you are. If not, who you will become. Aelin Shear is a mystery and a simplicity. She is focused in a way few quicklings are. Together you have walked dark paths beneath my boughs. You knew one another before your death, or thought you knew each other. Like the sun in the sky, they knew me when I was a sapling, but they will never know change, nor how. Only one Fae has ever truly changed, and he now leads an army to destroy your kind. The fates of quicklings are very simple. Growing, consuming, expanding, dying. You are unique among them. You decide your own direction. But does that mean you will choose the troll matriarch? Prismeer has corrupted her, making her cruel, cunning. She bears the marks of the Tuatha, and she shares their murderous intent. I am as world trees have ever been since the dawn of time. I watch. I am as world trees have ever been since the dawn of... To creatures of flesh like yourself, Prismeer is a powerful tool to harness magic. But to them, it is a curse, a blessing, and a rapture all in one. It drives... I can no longer ignore the quicklings like your kind, who rush through the world. Fools who hack at my roots and burn. And sometimes sages who hang from the last great Fae city. At once the birth. In thanks to High King Titarian, my boughs stand vigil over their city in their twilight. The troll matriarch and her brood await at Haxi. Their corruption burns my roots and threatens our... Walk your path and watch.
As the architect laboured, he found an inferno. There, in the heart of the Feywood, the fire raged. It consumed all life uncontrollably. He faced the inferno, but could not quell its hunger. In despair, he looked upon the Sidhe.
The world is changing. The Sidhe is not as peaceful.
Welcome. So, there was indeed a group of brownies attacking those on the trail to... Well, here is the reward I promised for... Still, it is strange that brownies would act in such a way. I wonder. Hard to believe she came so close to death. Our house has been showing her around the lodge. Funny, I've never seen our house act like that around anyone before. I've heard of something that could make them act that aggressively. We must go to Rundermere. It is the largest brownie den in the She. I'm sure we will find the answer there. Make sure you are prepared. Brownies may look weak, but after you are ready, head south. Rundermere is a I will meet you there. We're going to Rundermere to find out why the brownies have been ambushing people in the She. It is a the brownies that inhabit it have never... Another time, then.
Hello.
Thank you, stranger. Our house tells me if it were not... I am not accustomed to such injury. Usually, I have no desire to encounter that thresh again. I would not have survived. He's been very kind to me while I still feel... I came to the She in search of... Our house was kind enough to offer lodging while I searched. He is a quiet sort, but if you can get him to... He defers to our house when within the lodge. But it's Citric who takes the lead should There was a time when all of Dalentarth was as the She is now. Primordial, ancient, knowing it is a place of fey magic, both wild and immortal. Tread carefully in its depths. You have not seen much of the world if you know not entertainers, gypsies, thieves. I hear they are always open to recruiting new blood, so if you have a talent, you shall not find a more malevolent fey. I had hoped. I fled as soon as I saw the thresh. Do not make that claim lightly, for in truth, I would walk easier through the She knowing the thresh has been Please reconsider, for though I wish to see an end put to this creature, I would not risk your life or that of any other. If you are determined to defeat it, but go with care, for I have no desire to send you to... The thresh attacked me in the eastern She, south of the river. Normally, I would ask that you reconsider such a danger, but because you are insistent, I shall tell you this. The thresh is later then.
Good. You made it. It is as I feared. A Croddock has made its lair. We will need to find it and kill it. Croddock are vile beasts, which feast on the flesh of the... For some reason, brownies flock to them, eager to act as soldiers. Be wary of Croddock. Their spit is deadly. The Croddock is sending the brownies of Rundemir out to collect corpses for it to feed on. That is, we must find it and destroy it. Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar. How can I help? Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar. How can I help? Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous... How can I help? Be careful. The teeth of a brownie can leave a hideous scar. Done. With the Craddock dead, the brownies should cease their... Thank you for your help. I would not have been able to defeat the monster on my own. Another time, then.
Greetings.
You are a force to be reckoned with. It's not easy to defeat such a vicious... Please, take this reward. My heart will no longer be filled... Farewell.
Good day.
Who enters here? This is a sealed place, interloper, and you must leave before... It is too late. The hunger grows and roars within me. I must hunt. I will hunt you more. This is a cell of my own choosing. The hunger drove me here, where I can be alone. But I was once. The court of summer held me to be the champion of chases. A masked, but with the boots I have transcended. I know. I had only it is too late for me. But you might... Enough talk. Come into my den. Enjoying the hunt yet? Why don't we go deeper into my domain? Demands your blood. Quicker than you look. Start taking it seriously. life is mine. Skin from flesh from bone.
Welcome to Star Camp. The boots do not seem to have weathered the separation from their master well. Still, the Hierophant is pleased to have a thief like you in their service. It brings us power. There is a Grim Onwig has not returned from a mission of his. I fear that he may have been captured. You must find Grim and return him to us. From what I've seen of your work, you have the best chance of anyone. Grim is a close ally and a talented traveler. His safe return is your top priority. The Hierophant ordained him to steal an ancient book. It seemed a relatively easy task. Jotun have no... He was to go to Owen's stand in Lorca Rain, and you must hurry to him. Once, be careful. There is something unnatural. May the road... rise to meet you.
back. The southern lands are waiting for those brave... We're retracing the steps of an owl. He spoke of a city wrought of gold, and we're in need of one more person to help us get there. And I believe... Then we only need to begin. I've seen... Meet us in the southern passage. Let's try to cover as much... It's the cave next to camp. I heard rumors that it was filled with artifacts that none had ever seen before. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I advise against being too carefree inside. We should stay close.